And welcome back, this is Baal Zebul with more Let's Play Xenosaga Episode 2. I'm joined as always by my still nervous squad of Momo, Jin, and Junior. They're going to give me my best shot of beating this next boss. Before I do go over the actual setup here, I do want to go over the fact that I did need to go out of my way to learn one skill. Luckily I did have enough points for it on Jin. If I didn't, I probably would have had Cosmos in because she was definitely further along than Jin was. That skill is Annihilation. This is more or less Dispel. That is what I'm going to be using it for, but it also does damage. It's not going to be significant. I just want it for the Dispel. As long as you have this, the fight will be a lot easier. If you don't have that, well, prepare to use a lot of reverts. Let's go over a couple of the status changes that I did. Momo does have status resist 20, combo boost, and EP half. She was high enough to get EP half. If you have something that'll boost her ether, which I do not have, feel free to give her that as well. That will help. Jin is pretty much the same, except I swapped out the flame coat for strength plus 2. Hopefully every little bit helps. It probably isn't going to help that much, but I didn't see anything that I liked particularly more than strength plus 2. Junior has status resist 20, last revenge and strength plus 2. Unfortunately, he does not have combo boost learned. I've kind of been neglecting Junior a bit, but hopefully we can get him caught up as a result of this. We are back in Old Miltia, kind of a ways into the dungeon. It's, well, right next to the save point, thank God. It's also one screen past the toy store, if you remember where that was. One screen past that, and here we can find what is obviously a big bad enemy. And I'm going to pronounce this guy's name wrong because it's how I've been taught. This is one fat guy with 2 swords. And it's boss time.
I'll have to take this one seriously.
And he's amassing his bile. Alright, that's something. It wastes a little bit of time, but I am fine with that. We're against, how do I want to say this? I've heard it 3 ways. I've heard Baal, I've heard Baal, which is usually how I hear intellectuals say it, and then I've heard Bale, which is from Diablo. So I'm probably going to go with Baal. Baal Zebul. Baal Zebul. Whatever. We're up against this guy. We're going to start off by trying to steal from him. I do have Ether Spear, though. That will actually help if I remember to cast it in time. I'm going to try to... No, not safety level. Not safety level at all. Psycho Pocket. I want to steal from him. He's got the same things as Phobos Rigas has. He has the Emax 300, and he also has the Auto Recover, which I will definitely want. Now this guy has a few weaknesses, but a few weaknesses that we have not seen before. Damn it, Junior, why do I even have you here? Actually, I know why I have him here. But we're going to try to steal again. Can I get it? There we go, the Auto Recover. And that did quite a bit of damage. Hooray! We're going to need to heal that. I don't remember him doing that much damage. But he did a shit ton of damage. Alright, let's go ahead and start stalking away. This guy has a few weaknesses, a little bit strange. Uh-oh. Baal Zebul spewed his bile. This is where you need to kind of pay attention. You notice how he used it on Jin. That is important. The thing is, though, he didn't actually use it on Jin. He used it on the spot Jin's in, so you just move. And good thing I moved, because that probably would have killed him. That is kind of the trick to this guy. You will need Annihilation for that later, though. And he has a few things. He has a few attacks that are pretty damn good. But I have a few attacks that are even better. Hopefully. Why do you hate Junior so much? What did he ever do to you? I might need to go grinding again for more of those things. Okay, so I'm going to go for an Ether Spear on on Momo so that I can get a lot of damage in. This should do quite a bit of damage for her. I also need to stock, and we need to start setting up his weakness. And he's amassing his bile again, therefore we're going to probably need to move again once he decides who he wants to hit. Now this guy's weaknesses are ice, that's the only elemental weakness. Beam and aura are normal. He's actually strong against thunder and fire. He is weak to ice, which is something we have not seen before. So we're going to have to go for Ice Sword on all three of us, unfortunately. And in terms of the actual attacks, he's weak to pierce and hit. Everything else is kind of normal. Same with Ether. Ether is normal as opposed to physical attacks. They're all normal. All right, so Ice Sword across the board here. Now I believe that I do know what he starts out with in terms of the break zone. Actually, now that I think about it, this might actually have been a little early. I think it might be too early, and he comes equipped with break block, unfortunately. And down goes Momo. I knew there was a reason I was hesitant to bring her along. This guy can be tough. He's not as difficult, though, I would say, as Phobos Rigas, but he's still very, very difficult.
Use this.
Phobos Rigas, though, he can just win. That's what he can do. When he decides, I win now, he wins. And that's pretty much all you have to say about it. He's just, oh, well, he decided to win. So, guess I won't do anything there. Alright, so we're going to just attack him again. Eventually we will... Oh, we already broke it. Awesome. Does Momo have Ice Sword? Do you have Ice Sword on? No, she doesn't. She probably also lost her Ether Spear, which is not good. I'm going to boost to her. What am I doing? That's not smart of me at all. Actually, we could still work this out. Ether Spear is way down here. Alright, Ether Spear. And boost back to you. Alright, so then I'm hoping and praying that I can get enough for the next thing here. Alright, we'll go for BC. There we go. He blocked it that time, but not the previous time? What the hell? He's just confusing the hell out of me on purpose. Alright, he spewed his bile, meaning that we need to move her. It doesn't really matter where, but I'm going to move him behind because he's not looking that way. Alright, let's get our heals back. Ice Sword is gone already. I guess I can block him, or I can do it from the back, the break block. That will probably be helpful in the end. Alright, so more Ice Sword on Junior. I'm already not doing well. I've forgotten a lot of the small little things about this guy. I was just trying to focus on remembering how to dodge that, because that is an instant kill for the most part here. Alright, so Ice Sword on Jin because it's gone already. Alright, that's probably... No, he's still probably going to break it if I attack him from the front, isn't he? Yep, there we go. Enough of your measly piercing attacks. And we have broken block break there. Okay, so we're going to go for a Medica 2, heal him up, and hopefully we can get Junior's turn a bit here. We kind of need to start with Junior. It's kind of unfortunate a little bit that I don't have anything to kind of boost him. But we also need Jin to... Alright, he's amassing his bile. He focuses and hardens his defense. I haven't even gotten a good combo off yet. But we will eventually get that. Okay, I'm going to assume the best here. I'm assuming a lot, though. Alright. It's BC, so I can do BCB. I can do that now. Just to kind of make sure that I get a boost out of it. Did he block it again? He's not supposed to be able to do that shit. You kidding me? This is starting to get ridiculous. I swear this is getting absolutely ridiculous. Oh, head smash. Yeah, down she goes. That is the end of Momo again. Yeah, nothing I can really do about that except for hopefully dodge, but since she was pointing the other way, it wasn't going to work out. Alright, he's going to spew his bile again, so he needs to move. I need to actually boost to him to move him. This is not working out well. I have not gotten this going just yet. But once I do, things will work out well for me here. I swear. Yeah, let's just move over there. Yeah, otherwise that would have killed him. Definitely would have killed him. Alright, let's get a boost on yourself. Can I point at anybody else? No. Damn it. I want her to turn around here. I need her to turn around eventually. He lived! Hooray! Okay, med kit, please.
All right.
I still don't trust that I can actually get this break off. I'm gonna do attack though. BC, it'll work from the back. It always does, but it's from the front. All right, he's amassing his bile again. Let's get another ice sword going. And eventually I will be able to attack here. If I do it on Junior, she should turn around. Are you kidding me? She didn't turn around? Apparently magic is omnidirectional here. Okay. Ice sword. And eventually I will get this going. I swear I will. Alright, just like turn around here. Thank you. Alright, he relaxes his defense. And almost kills Momo. And he's gonna hit Junior next turn. Alright, so he just brought it back up for a second. Okay, we need to move you. It doesn't really matter where. There is fine. Alright, we'll heal before we do anything else. Momo needs to get back up. And he can use his turn. Okay, how are we on ice? You don't have ice. Who else doesn't have ice here? We need ice sword on everybody. Okay, you two are good. So I'm gonna boost to Junior, and we're gonna finally get a combo off here. Freaking Bale. Okay, to you. BC. Back to Junior. So then BC and knock him in the air. He cannot counter boost while he's in the air. No enemies can counter boost while in the air. They can counter boost when they're down, though, strangely enough. Alright, then we go to Momo, who does not have Ether Spear, but it should not matter too much because we got ice building up, and as you can see, we're going to be doing a massive amount of damage if we can finally get this kind of stuff going. And unfortunately, I didn't get a boost turn, so I'm not going to be back up to full. But hey, back hits with the ice. If I could get that Ether Spear on her as well, that would be great. All right, he hardens his defense, which means that he is back to break blocking again. But it's time for me to build up my stock again anyway. Get some of Junior's EP back. And I'm able to evade the giant body slam. which I knew you could do. Just wasn't working for me before because I couldn't get it going. Alright, we did a decent amount of defense, or HP damage to him. We did a decent amount here. Alright, he's gonna pick on Junior here, so pretty easy to know who to move to. Yeah, you stalk. I'm gonna need to boost just to make sure I can move him. He grimaces at your piercing attack, as if you hadn't already figured out that that's what you need to do. See, if I didn't do that, he's dead right now. Alright, just hit him again. Because we kind of need to eliminate that break block. Alright, BC. Just stop right there. He grimaced at it, but it hasn't gone away yet. Nice. Just hit him again. There we go. He relaxes his defense. And almost kills Momo in the process. Fantastic. Let's heal her again.
Take this.
Luckily, I only have a couple more battles. Otherwise, I'd be a little concerned. All right, let's start getting all our buffs going again. And hopefully I can get them all up before he absolutely devastates me again. He hardens his defense. Of course he does. Of course he does. All right, we're gonna get you going with Ether Spear now.
Powers, grant me a miracle.
He hasn't been boosting at all, really. And that kind of concerns me. All right, we'll go for BC on you. He grimaced at it, but it's not gone. We're gonna have Jin continue to get Ice Sword going now. And that hurt. Oh, that killed him. No, he's back that one time. Great.
All right.
So there went my last revenge. Go ahead and heal him. Whoever he hits is probably gonna die though. Alright, that'll bring him back to full. Alright, he's gonna hit Jin. Jin should get a turn before he does. But can I can't risk it. Can't risk it. Still doing fine. Alright, you go over here. How's everybody doing on ice? Is everybody set with ice? I don't think Momo has it.
Ether Drive.
I think I gave her Ether Spear, but not Ice Sword. Alright, need to break that. There we go. He relaxes his defense, and of course he goes for the counter. That's fine. We'll go for just the normal heal because it's an ether turn. We'll also boost to Junior, and we can get this attack going again.